All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left is my good friend Charles Davis, and what a thrill to be here for the biggest one of them all, the Super Bowl. And it seems to get bigger every year. The lights get brighter. The cameras more numerous. I don't know. There's just so much that goes into this game. It's an honor to be here, isn't it?
It is an honor, and I can't wait to share this game with you. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. You're my partner, my best friend. I can't imagine being anywhere else but right here with you. And just think about it this way. You mentioned the magnitude. This is no longer just a game for America or even North America. This is worldwide. People watching from just about every country in the world. This is impressive.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and just about ready to roll. On first down, Rodgers. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
That's fine. Yeah.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And Tate's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go, come on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. On play action, Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. On the crossing route, complete. That's Thomas. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Hey, check 26.
Rodgers now on first down. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, check 26.
Rodgers to throw once more. Now he'll escape to his right. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert?
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. With the first touchdown of Super Bowl 53. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Gun! Hot! Hot!
They go play action here on 1st down. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Detroit!
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now this time Rodgers will throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Hurts has it left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Caught right side, Tate. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Let's go, come on. Move to Jason on it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And an alley to run. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out what...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Michael Thomas, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Play fake. Mayfield going for the deep ball. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Mayfield just getting the play off. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field, where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Well, they went for all the marbles there on that long pass. He caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
So difficult, isn't it? Because you have so many things you're going through on that play, trying to get open, trying to catch the ball, and still get your feet down to complete the process of the play. Not successful on that attempt.
Hey, check 26.
Rodgers will try again on second down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
18. Jumbo. 319 tonight.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Rodgers now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's first and 10.
26. Hey, 626.
And again, it's Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Rodgers now to throw. Fighting to stay upright. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Eagles on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Right there. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gone.
Mayfield to throw it this time. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away.
Watch it now, Barney.
Mayfield now on second down. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Hot.
Here's Mayfield. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun. Hot.
Mayfield on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They go play action. Mayfield. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got it first and goal at the 6. They'll run with Chubb. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
Gun. Now let's go. Green 39, green 39. Gun.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Super Bowl 53 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The halftime show, quite a spectacle, but it's back to football for the second half of Super Bowl 53. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Detroit! Detroit!
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They go to Johnson again. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Gun! 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 Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They pitch it to Chubb. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, a 23-yard run. And the Browns have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Mike Wallace, 101 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the penalty now moves it up. It's 2nd and 10.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Hot! Hot!
Mayfield. Going deep here for Landry. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Landry, the intended target. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
On first down, Rodgers. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
On second down now, Scott. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Rodgers. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now Mayfield, flush to his right. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Chubb. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
To Chubb. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Ah!
2nd down, Mayfield. Steps away to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Detroit! Lucky 56.
From the gun, Mayfield. And it is caught. It's Perriman. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very solid gain of 27. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
A give. This is Chubb. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They go with Chubb on second down. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. A run for Nick Chubb. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on the gain there, second and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
We are going.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Time for a break. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Jeffrey's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
Inside. Zoom.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 14.
Hey, check 26. Lucas Jansen on it.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. Elliott good with a PAT. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! 319! 319! Watching that, Barney! Barney!
They'll look to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Detroit! Watching that, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Hut!
He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
What a Super Bowl this has been, and the biggest play comes now. It's 4th down.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! Detroit! Hut! Hut!
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. This is Johnson. He's got it. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call running left. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. And again, it's Chubb. Room to run past midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Detroit!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Now Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 36 yards.
Lucky 56.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. To throw is Rodgers. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly, costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Back to throw, Rodgers. He finds Aguilar over the middle. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. Powerful running. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. And how about this? The dog pound gets the crowd. The Cleveland Browns are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.